Two, one.
Okay.
All right, hello everybody. Well, my topic is shoes. It's not that hard. Now, one thing is what shoes, what kind of shoes, expensive shoes, cheap shoes. There are all types of shoes. And for me, why is it important? Well, I mean, it's on your feet, isn't it? Now, for shoes, I want to go all the way back to where it was nothing. I mean, in Converse, if I remember correctly, 1932, it was the very first time that a shoe was so kind of like revolutionary because there was all types of shoes, but everybody loved the Converse. And it's not as glamorous as it was, but hey man, that was something to do. That was something to put on your shoe. That was something that kind of had a pizzazz. Now another thing is, I want to skip even forward. I mean, there was all types of Converse and all kind of brand shoes, and I want to get to one little spark of the sneaker culture as it is now today. And one thing is, I want to go where Michael Jordan. Now, Michael Jordan, he was a UNC Tar Heel. What does that have to do? Well, he was a basketball. He was a star at that time. Everyone knew he was dominant, so everybody knew him. And then when he was getting drafted, he wore Adidas, Nike, and Converse. Now, if you have a superstar like that, you can't pass that out. Now you have to sign him, and then guess what? He'll endorse your shoe brand, and then with that, he'll take it higher, and everyone wants to buy the shoe. Now with that, the draft came, and Nike signed him. Now one thing was Adidas did have a chance to sign him, but they didn't offer as much money and all the other types of kind of limits. They limited him very tight, and also gave him restrictions that Nike didn't. Nike let him do whatever he wanted, and he paid him higher, so he went with Nike, even though he really loved Adidas. Now with that, everybody knows Jordan. Whenever they see him on their feet or when they look by, they can see it from afar. And with Jordan, the thing was he was an amazing basketball player. And with an amazing basketball player, they always look at their kind of highlights, and when they see Jordan dunking, they see him doing the Jumpman logo, and what he had was Air Jordan 1, 2, 3, all the way to 23. And when you have a superstar like him that won championships, MVPs, leading scorer, all these, he gets recognized by everybody in the media, and then everybody wants that shoe. And one thing that everybody wants that shoe is because they remember Jordan being such an excellent superstar. And they said, I gotta have that shoe. I want that shoe. And that's kind of one thing that everybody wants. It's because they saw him do that, and they wanted that shoe to feel like they were one with the shoe. And then after that, it's kind of the money-wise, as now with money, they're starting to retro other shoes that Jordan wore, and maybe some other different colorways that they made. And they have a remastered where the shoe quality wasn't up to par as kind of as a mass product. And with that, they retroed it, and it was completely trash quality. And they put remastered to make everything premium and everything quality, but they upped the price. Now people, they said, all right, maybe everything's all premium, I'll pay the price, it's not too bad. But one thing is, you're paying the price for a shoe. There's one part to where you pay so much for a shoe, is it worth it? I mean, me, I've paid more than $200 for a shoe, and that's just me because I really like that shoe, and I like the player, and I like whatever happened. And now with that, there's been a lot of violence that has happened throughout time of people camping out, and even some shootings and a couple fatalities. And then now, what's happening is, now it's not even about the player, it's about the people. The people can make their own shoes, and whatever kind of shoes they want to wear. They have Adidas Ultra Boost, NMD, and the Tubular Doom, and see those three from Adidas, and they're coming up because they're taking everybody's opinions and putting it into their own. And that's one thing that's changed from sneakers and what's really been happening all in the short summary. Thank you.